Switching to phase 2. All units, enter DEFCON 1.
During the 2023 Game Awards, Jeff Keighley took to the main stage to debut the world premiere look at Mecha BREAK. The announcement trailer showcased a third-person action game where a variety of giant humanoid robots, or mecha, known as strikers, waged war across a post-catastrophic Earth for the precious resource known as eruptive inorganic carbide, or EIC for short. This multiplayer mecha game allows players to take control of the striker of their dreams. Each model specializes in assault, melee, sniper, recon, support, and more. The ferocity and tenacity of these biped strikers embodies the Seasun Games mission statement for Mecha BREAK: BLITZ, BRAWL, BLAZE. But this war of attrition was not limited to the game. The blueprint for the ultimate mecha game took time, patience, and a whole lot of faith. IGN has partnered with Seasun Games for FanFest 2024 to bring you a look at the development history of Mecha BREAK. Presented by Mecha BREAK. Developer Seasun Games' journey to Mecha BREAK's debut at the Game Awards was filled with obstacles and mistakes. However, each mistake provided a valuable learning opportunity, steadily guiding them towards realizing the mecha game of their dreams. The driving force behind these dreams is Chris Kwok, CEO of Seasun Games and chief producer of Mecha BREAK. Chris grew up immersed in the era of mechs, where dreams of piloting were fueled by model kits, anime, and video games. These experiences sowed the seeds of passion, ultimately propelling Chris into the gaming industry. Fast forward to 2015, Chris had assumed his pivotal role at Seasun Games. With visions of steel and fuel driving their ambition, Chris and the team at Seasun Games invested in a British indie studio to bring their mecha dream to life. However, much like Icarus flying too close to the sun, this venture encountered its share of turbulence. Joint business ventures often lead to clashes of ideas and developmental challenges, and this was no exception, eventually causing Seasun Games to temporarily abandon the project. Then, in 2017, development on another mech project began. This time, Seasun Games sought the expertise of legendary Japanese artists to design and craft the mechs for their new game. These Japanese artists drafted up amazing mech designs, but their art brought with it two new challenges. One, if mech designs are a natural extension of the real world, then their design framework would need to adhere to a coherent logic and philosophy, which the Seasun Games team currently lacked. And two, unlike manufacturing a car, designing a movable mech was not something that had a real-world reference. So the team had to figure out how to transform 2D illustrations into functional 3D models. Faced with these challenges, Chris and the Seasun Games team realized that to truly capture their vision, they needed to design their own mecha tailored to these specific requirements. Initially, Seasun Games embarked on creating a mobile game, but no matter how hard they tried to improve the game, the outcome was still out of reach of their initial vision: to craft the definitive mecha game. Development on this mobile game shut down, and the desperate team was on the verge of collapse. It turned out their mecha dream served as a beacon of light in their darkest moment. Chris and the rest of Seasun Games made the tough decision to hit the reset button. Save for a handful of concepts, everything developed for the mobile game was left on the cutting room floor. Seasun Games embarked on their third attempt to make their mecha dream come true, but this time it would be a high-end, AAA quality game for PCs and consoles. This new endeavor's name? Code Break. Seasun Games had their work cut out for them. In order to craft a AAA quality game that could put up a fight against the competition, the Code Break team invested heavily into the game's core functionality, including real-time ballistic trajectory calculations, movable mechanical skeletons, and an industrial production pipeline around hard surface modeling technology that allows for high-fidelity mechas without putting too much strain on the gaming hardware. Additionally, the game's engine team came up with a graphics solution called virtual geometry that allows a computer to only render visible models, or parts of models, while automatically generating low level of detail models from a high-fidelity model based on its distance from the player camera. This made it possible to render dozens of highly detailed mechas with flying missiles in a complicated environment at the same time. These technical breakthroughs combined to improve Code Break's in-game performance and graphics, bringing the team one step closer to fulfilling their mecha dream. Having visually striking mechas was only one aspect of Seasun Games' battle in game development. As with many science fiction narratives, establishing a believable internal logic for the world is crucial for creating compelling conflicts. To achieve this, Seasun Games introduced the concept of eruptive inorganic carbide, EIC, a unique resource that combines energy and intelligence, forming the core around which the in-game world of Codebreak revolves. But these Biped Strikers couldn't sit in the garage forever. They needed pilots to put them and the game engine to the test. And so, Seasun Games crafted a recruitment video with the intent to get a community of players to test a build of the game. This demo, played by 1,000 users, allowed Seasun Games to gain a deeper understanding of player insights and need that would prove valuable in development. But the development team's instinct was right. Players from all over the world longed to also live out their mecha fantasy. But all was for naught until the rest of the world got eyes on what the team at Seasun Games was cooking. Enter the 2023 Game Awards. The Peacock Theater lit up with stylish mecha blitzing into combat, clashing steel and gigantic mecha brawls, and blazing fast combat that wowed the auditorium and the millions of viewers watching live. The smoke and ash cleared with the title reveal, Mecha BREAK. Mecha BREAK's development had been a wild ride, but Chris believes that to better showcase the BLITZ, BRAWL, and BLAZE, Seasun Games needed a larger stage. Enter Mashmark. This exclusive PvEVP mode features one of the largest battlefields in gaming history, welcoming both hardcore and casual players to explore and battle against each other. This sprawling 256 square kilometer map allows all the strikers to fly around freely to show off their sense of speed. And the map lends itself well to showcasing a sense of scale and realistic destruction as the strikers wage war across Mashmark. And since Mashmark is the largest map in Mecha BREAK, it supports a 60-player team battle royale with real-time ballistic calculations, creating a symphony of flying bullets. Seasun Games has plenty in store leading up to Mecha BREAK's launch. According to their team, they have a clear and final goal for Mecha BREAK and are committed to achieving it along with a promise to support the player community. To learn more about Mecha BREAK, visit mechabreak.com or check the link in the description. And for more on all things Mecha BREAK, stay tuned to IGN.com.